going.
Okay, so we are here to show you some cider cocktails. Speak. What are you doing? You're just being a goon.
I'm looking at myself and being a goon.
Okay, so we have, if you...
Remember, we gotta look here.
Okay.
Or else we look stupid. You know what? We're gonna look wherever, and if we look dumb, we look dumb, but, yeah.
Can you...
Deal with it.
Can you take a step back real quick? There you... No, not that far. Like, come... I meant back this way. There you go. Okay, so we're both... Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. I'm ready. So we,
Are we holding the can together? Can we hold it in a can? This is what we were striving for, right here.
No, it's not. I
don't know what we're doing.
My fucking way. So if you watched one of our last videos or listened to our podcast episode, not the recent one, but 2 ago, I think.
2.
We is it 2 ago?
I don't know. No, it wasn't this past one. It was the one before that. It's when we start with the Noble Cider.
Okay.
This one's a
So we are part of a community called BevFluence, where different cideries and I guess wineries too, because they said wine, right, too, or whiskey.
I don't know.
Well,
fruit wines,
yeah.
Included,
so different alcohol makers, spirit makers, send. Hate this word, influencers and podcasters and...
Because right now we're signed up for their Pomme and Perry Showcase campaign.
I was getting there.
Well, you're going to need to preface it with that so they know what you're talking about.
They sent us 4 different flavors of Noble and 2 different types of 9-pin. But one of the things that we're supposed to showcase is making cocktails with cider. One of our favorite drinks... Can you stop? You're so distracting. One of our favorite drinks are mimosas.
Are mimosas.
So we've had cider mimosas before. We always call them cider mimosas. I don't know if that's actually their name, but
it is.
You
People
take.
Use them. They call them man-mosas. Somebody stupid calls something man-mosas.
Beer and orange juice would not be a good combination.
What they should do is make one that's like a White Russian consistency and call that a man-mosa. You know what I'm saying.
That's disgusting. You're a fucking fail. We're gonna get kicked out of the collective.
Community!
You didn't want to call it that.
We're all adults. You have to be over 21 to drink alcohol, so I think we're good.
Okay, so we've done cider mimosas in the past where we take a really nice, crisp, dry cider and pair it with orange juice. So this time, we like to spice up our mimosas where we don't just do it cider or champagne with orange juice. We also like to add shots of alcohol. But we are going to try it with just the orange juice first.
But we're not there yet because Peach didn't fully explain the Pomme and Perry Showcase and what the whole reasoning for all of this is.
Okay, we'll get on that.
Was that so BevFluence facilitates, they get brands, companies out there, and right now they're focusing on hard cider. To spread the word of hard cider, to get, let people raise awareness, get it in the hands of influencers, bloggers, podcasters, whatever you may have. What have you? Mayhaps. And then share it. Have us try these ciders that we have not tried before, or maybe you have tried before, and then share it. So we've never had Noble Cider. So they sent us some cans of cider. We tried them. We have a YouTube video of us trying them. We also talked about it on our podcast episode a couple episodes back. Now we've done 9-pin, and we did a video of us doing that. That'll be up soon on our YouTube channel, and it's on this week's episode of our podcast, number 159, that just came out on Wednesday. And we try these, we review them, and then we pass on what we think to you, and so that you know about them, because if you didn't know about them before, now you will. And we didn't know about Noble, so that's when we didn't know about 9-pin.
Mm-hmm. We've been there before.
Never heard of Noble before, so now we've heard of them. We've gotten to try some of their stuff. Mm-hmm. We're going to play around with some of their stuff, and then we're sharing it with you, so now that you know about this stuff.
We are also going to make another cocktail with a Noble cider, but we're going to do all the experimenting with the mimosas first, and then we'll go to that.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so here we go. So we have the Noble Double Standard Imperial Hard Cider. So it comes in at an 8.3, which is it's just higher than a typical cider.
And technically, we were not supposed to get this one because we were scheduled to get their Bone Dry Standard for Dry Cider July.
Yeah.
But this is their standard cider, which is why it's called Double Standard. But it's Imperial because it's double. It's like higher alcohol content. So we're happy to try this. We're happy to try anything, and we're thankful to BevFluence and Noble Cider and Ninepin and everybody that's participating. That way we can raise awareness of one of our favorite beverages, which is hard cider.
Yep. That's why if you do follow us on Instagram or anywhere, if you listen to our podcast, we have the hashtag carb-based cider. C is the cider. We've liked hard cider for... Jeff has liked it for a lot longer than I have because he's the one that turned me on to it.
And that's longer than we've been together. We've been together for 12 years.
Yeah.
So I've been drinking hard cider for over 12 years. Have you had any before we met? Or?
No, I don't think so.
So then I turned her on to the ciders once we got together. So we've now both been drinking it for 12 years together. I've been drinking it for longer by myself. So we're not new to this, but there's still lots of out there that we haven't tried.
All right. And anytime we go anywhere, we are always looking for cider places.
Yes.
All right. So.
And new friends to share the cider with.
I'm not going to be pouring a lot just because we're making smaller drinks because we do want to...
See, Double Standard. You got cool artwork on all of their... Well, most of their cans that we've seen. 3 out of the 4 we've had. And it's a flag bearer. So...
And the orange juice that we're using is Simply Orange, pulp-free. Whenever we're doing mimosas... Your hat is like right in my face. Whenever we're doing mimosas, I do tend to opt for the pulp-free because no one really wants to be getting a mouthful of pulp.
I don't want to chew my beverage.
Okay. And this is no particular, we don't opt for this brand. This is just what was on sale.
They don't sponsor us.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot. OJ.
No, it was like half and half.
Yeah, but you're supposed to, mostly when they make mimosas, isn't it like so much stuff and just a splash? You know what I'm saying? That's what you always tell me.
Oh, yeah. All right, so...
She's a big alcoholic, so...
Alright, I'm sipping this first since you're rude.
I guess so.
That's a good picture. That's tasty.
I feel like you put too much.
Maybe. But I can hit it with a bit more cider when we put the other alcohol into it.
It is tasty, but I would have liked a little less orange juice in that.
Okay, well, I'm going to take another sip. You're going to take another sip. I'll put a bit more alcohol and we'll hit it with some
So take your
alcohol.
sip. I'm going to go check on the pizza we have in the oven.
This is really nice.
Looking good.
I really did enjoy this cider when we tried it. We typically don't like dry ciders, and not saying that dry ciders aren't good. It's just not something we go to. Your hat again is right.
And this
in front
one
of my
wasn't
face.
terribly dry. It's their standard, so it's just double the standard Imperial ciders, double the appley crisp perfection. So it says on here. So it's just I guess what their standard cider would taste like, but just more alcohol content. And sometimes that may change the taste, so I would like to try their regular standard cider to see if it tastes different than this one. Because even if some companies are like, oh, it's just our regular stuff, but harder, sometimes that can change the taste. Sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes it does.
We've had a couple Imperials from Ace, and it definitely changes the flavor, in my opinion. Yeah. All right, so the 3 alcohols we're playing with, and your bar might not be as ridiculous as ours, but this one was ours.
Flexing.
What?
Somebody's flexing.
No, I'm going to explain. We did buy the Deep Eddy Cranberry. We had that in our bar. We got that last Thanksgiving for a sangria I was making. But then thanks to my friend Kate, our friend Kate, she hooked us up with the Bacardi Dragonberry. And then our friend Chris just recently gave us the Midori. So these two would not be something that we typically have in our bar.
No.
But we have them, and it's not something that we typically drink. And we thought melon would pair nicely with orange, and we thought dragon fruit would pair nicely with orange. Because you gotta remember things that complement each other. Because you don't want to put something in that's going to be too sweet or that's not going to mesh well flavor wise. So I'm going to hit this with a bit more, and then we'll do Midori in this one, Dragonberry, and
okay. So we're using the shot glasses here. We got a Friday the 13th shot glass for the Midori.
Do you think a full shot or like half a shot?
Smaller. It's not a full drink, so I think half.
Half. Okay.
So we're gonna put in a half a shot of the Midori.
I don't think I've ever had Midori to be.
Well, I had it because, like, they have like Midori sours or like a melon ball. I think that's what they use in that as well.
All right. It made it like a nice, fun, like neon-y yellow.
Is neon yellow fun?
Can you grab the stir?
What's the stir?
The skull stir. Wasn't there one over there?
No, I put it back over here.
Oh. We are in our kitchen, and I don't think we've ever done a video in front of our bar cart, but like, or our bar.
It's not very well lit over there.
Yeah.
So.
Our bar is like right there.
Right over there.
Okay. And thanks to our friends, we are very fully stocked.
Full. Stocked.
Okay. Do you want to sip this one first?
Yeah, I'll do that.
So this is a half shot of Midori, the Noble apple cider, hard cider, and then orange juice.
That's pretty good. That's tasty.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. You get the orange from the orange juice, you get the melon from the Midori, and you can taste the cider in there.
The crispness of the cider.
The Christmas?
Crispness.
The Christmas of the cider. We're going to say that now. Ooh, I get that Christmas of the cider. I want to say that out somewhere, like in a cider house. I'm like, what the fuck is this person talking? You can really taste that Christmas.
You can in some of them.
Well, the Christmas in a can.
I'm sorry. This
is good. Now, the only thing I will say again, and because we're only playing around, because we only had 2 cans of these, we tried one already, and we want to spread it out. I would have liked to be more cider in it.
Yeah.
If this was more cider heavy, I think it'd be a really good drink. So if you're bringing in a dry cider, any kind, but we're just trying this one now that we told you from Noble. If it had more cider in it and the amounts of orange juice and Midori that's in it, I think it'd be a really tasty twist on a mimosa. What would you call it?
A melon mosa?
A melon mosa? A melon apple mosa?
A cider melon mosa? Do we have to name them? Is that part of it?
We don't have to name them, but like, why would you create something and not name it?
Okay, so there's this, so let's keep on trucking.
So we're not naming it, I guess. A cider melon mosa.
Cider melon mosa.
That's what we're calling it?
Yeah, okay, so I feel like they're... Ooh, that splashed.
You got excited there.
Alright, so that's a decent amount. I'm excited about the cranberry because I think cranberry and apple go really well together.
Well, when you drink the cranberry one, you're going to have to let it linger.
What? What is around the top? This like leak out or rust?
I don't know. That's just how it came, I suppose. If you don't want to use it,
I don't know.
You don't want to use it. This, I think this was down there. This is the stout, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Give me a big shot.
We had
a bit of a mishap. I don't know if we want to explain all that right now. Or...
Well, we can while we're just like fun.
You know what? We're not going to explain that right now. You'll listen to our next episode of the podcast, and you can get the down low on that.
All right, and then just.
But just know, we had a bar mishap yesterday.
Yeah.
So listen to our next episode, next week's episode. You should listen to all of our episodes. But definitely listen to next week's episode, number 160, where we will talk about what happened. But right now, it's all about what we're doing here.
Okay. So I did go...
With the Bacardi Dragonberry. This is rum, right? Rum. And it's
Is it rum?
Yes, it's rum.
Oh, all right.
It's dragon fruit. So, do you know it's rum? I don't think Bacardi makes anything.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I was thinking vodka, but yeah, all right.
So Bacardi Dragonberry rum with the Noble cider and orange juice.
All right, here we go. Sippy, sippy.
I've never even had the Dragonberry before, so I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's promising. I guess I want to pause because I don't want you to hear this.
Okay.
We're going to be right back. So we're back. We had to pause our washing machine because it's like right underneath the camera. And it's not a pleasant noise when we're trying to do stuff. So, smells interesting.
Yeah. I know what it tastes like. But I want to see if you pick it up.
It's a very interesting taste. I am getting the dragon fruit and the orange and the cider. What is that?
They don't mix together as well as I was hoping.
Do you get more of what you're thinking of from the smell or the taste?
The
or
taste.
Both together?
It's the taste. It's like the afterward, like, remnants in your mouth.
What is that?
Chewable Tylenol.
Yeah, that, or I was going to say like wax lips.
I've never had wax lips.
Have you ever eaten like any of those
No, because they
wax
squeeze
things
me
that have
out.
the liquid inside of it?
No, that whole...
It was always so much fun. It kind of tastes like that.
I just get the aftertaste in my mouth, like the aftertaste. It just tastes like straight up chewable Tylenol.
But I mean, that's definitely the dragonberry.
Yeah, that's not the
orange.
cider.
That's not the cider. So
yeah,
nothing against the cider.
Yeah, and clearly you just saw us drink 2 drinks and we were okay with it.
Yeah.
So I'd say unless you really like dragonberry, don't add it to this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the hell. Rob was drinking that. I think he's mixing it with Sprite.
So
maybe that.
Rob, you can have whatever's left because I don't like it.
Yeah, we're probably not gonna drink any more of that.
So
got one more to go. I'm gonna check this pizza again. It was almost time to come out.
alrighty.
Wonderful homemade lunch pizza.
Yes.
Ah!
The steam. Okay. So this was the one, oh, that's like a full shot, whatever. This was the one that I was most excited for because I really like
Sorry
cranberries.
if you see me in the background. I'm not picking my nose. I thought it was bleeding. Sometimes you feel that little thing and you're like, oh,
Did you take it out or did you just turn it?
I just turned it, so it needs a little bit more time.
Okay, so...
Ooh, what are we mixing this with?
Well, I gave you that because I didn't know if you wanted to, like, clean the bottle.
Oh.
This is Thieves Cleaner.
She stole it.
I did not! I bought everything to do with that.
And she bought everything to do with that.
The bottle, the water.
So you have the cider in there.
Yes.
A little splash, a little much. That's a little much.
Okay.
Especially for the size that it is. I think you're going a little heavy with the orange juice.
Well, I went a little heavy with the, I went a little heavy with everything.
It's a little heavy all around.
Okay. That smells good. You can have first sip.
It does smell good.
Mm-hmm.
That's tasty. It'd be nicer if it was a little bit colder, because now it's getting like a little bit room temperature-ish. But if it had a little bit more of a chill on it.
Oh, yeah. That is on the money.
If you had like an orange slice on the rim of that.
An orange slice and cranberries on a garnish.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, this is very tasty.
So
what I've tried to say, I was most excited about this because I really enjoy cranberry ciders. No, we're done with that.
That's it of this one. We're going to take the tab off. So, to recap. The regular mimosa without anything in it with the double standard from Noble. That's good. The mimosa from Noble with the Midori in it. That's good. With the Bacardi Dragonberry in it. That is not good. And then with the cranberry in it, good.
Yeah.
So, good, bad, good. Alright, pulling this out. See this pizza?
So, on this half is the spicy chicken that I make for Jeff for his lunch. And pepperoni and cheese, and this half is just pepperoni and cheese.
I forgot to put hot
no
peppers
hot
on.
peppers.
I forgot them. I'm sorry.
So it's not a true Jeffrey pizza.
No, it's not. So we're going to let that cool off. We're going to turn off the oven.
All right, and we'll be back with the next cocktails. Bye.
Just happened, Luke.
We started.
No, get out of here. You sneaksy. Is that the only reason you wanted a hug?
No, I wanted a hug because I love you. What was that?
I said, bitch.
Get out of here. You're only supposed to say that to people.
All right, so we're back. Washing machine's done. We ate the pizza. The remnants of are back there. Back there.
All right, orange juice and cider are
So now
chilled.
we just did Noble. We're doing 9-pin cider out of Albany, New York. another thing that was sent to us through the BevFluence Pomme and Perry Showcase campaign. We had 9-pin before. We went to their tasting room. When did we see that? It was 2018. Mm-hmm. So we went there. We had this. We tried this recently. We did a video of it. It's going to be coming out on the YouTube soon. It's out. Some thoughts that we had on it are out right now on our most recent podcast episode. Again, always take in both because different things like the videos, the YouTube videos are what we feel in the moment, like live. When we talk about on the podcast, sometimes we remember things, sometimes we think of another aspect of how to describe it, like you get other thoughts than what you initially had. Mm-hmm. So it's always different. So we say, you know what, take in everything we have to offer because it's always different. So now we've got the 9-pin, their signature cider, 6.7% alcohol. So again, naturally gluten-free.
Higher than a most regular.
Yeah, because if you get like an Angry Orchard from the store, it's 5%. Like most beers are 5%, if not lower than that. So yeah, 6.7% alcohol out of Albany, New York, using New York apples. And their signature cider is crafted with a unique apple blend sourced from Sam Scott's Orchards in Kinderhook, New York. It's fermented with a white wine yeast, creating a crisp and get off my butt. Hashtag me too. Stop.
You can't say that.
I can because you're grabbing me. I'm not a piece of meat.
Yeah, you are.
See what I'm doing?
Ryan Reynolds doesn't mind when Blake Lively grabs his butt.
Well, I'm not Ryan Reynolds, obviously. So, here you go. Stop touching my butt and grab a cider.
That could be a hashtag. Don't grab a butt, grab a cider.
Save a butt, grab a cider. I don't know. One of those stupid sayings. Like, save water, drink beer. You know what the fuck beer's made with? Water.
It would have been bad news. I didn't even check.
Wow, that would have been... I already cleaned up enough stuff, so we don't need this. Splash.
I did splash.
And again, to find out what that is...
This is no sugar added.
Yeah, but it still has sugar in it. They just didn't add any more to it, which is good.
It's only 9%.
But listen to our next week's episode to find out of the cleaning up debacle.
And we also switched out. We're not doing...
Playing the part of Dragonberry
is Bird Dog Peach. This is like our tried and true mimosa. This is sticky AF.
So we switched out the Bacardi Dragonberry rum with Bird Dog Peach whiskey.
This is our tried and true mimosa accompaniment.
Accoutrement.
Yeah. It started out the peach whiskey from Crown. The Crown. You got to take your hat off or take a step back. I'm serious. Stop.
I'll take all the steps back.
Oh, that's sweet. Yes, kiss my ear.
Okay.
You weirdo. So.
Yeah, how do you like it? See? She's a little horn dog.
Oh.
So, come on. You were saying something, but now she's like, I'm just going to drink. Fuck what I was saying.
It's tasty. This one, in my opinion, is drier than the other, which
this is more like a traditional mimosa.
Yeah. Still very tasty.
Oh, it is tasty. And whereas when we first drank that, again, it's a little too dry for me. But in a mimosa,
it's perfect.
It's perfectly balanced to where it takes the place of a champagne. Mm-hmm. It really gives off those champagne vibes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that works really well for a mimosa.
You know what? I'm not going to splash more cider because that can's smaller than the other can, right?
No, they're both 12 ounces. It's just it's a slim can.
All right.
It's just the proportion of the can.
Again, it's a really pretty color. Can you get up close? It's like a neon green.
Kind of like Ecto Cooler.
Yeah, like that's okay, so maybe I have had Midori mixed in drinks because I think the Incredible Hulk is made with a Midori.
I would have to say so. I don't know many.
I think that is Midori and Hypnotic.
I don't know many other green alcohols.
Alexa,
so
how do you make the shot Incredible Hulk? She's thinking.
From CompleteCocktails.com. The hook shot
Green
is a layered
chartreuse.
green shot made from Bailey's Irish cream and
Chartreuse.
green chartreuse, and
Yeah.
served in a chilled shot glass.
So
That's
no
not what I
Midori to
had.
be found in
And-
that one.
And definitely, well, maybe the version I had was Midori and Hypnotic. Maybe that is a shot.
Maybe it
Maybe
was
that's
the
something
bargain
else.
version.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Because I definitely had something that was like bright green, and I know Hypnotic's blue. All right, so here we go.
Here we go. Excuse me. Not as good?
Not as good as the other one. It's still tasty, but I don't know, maybe because this cider is so much drier than the other one, it
Yeah,
doesn't mix as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, the dryness of this cider makes the melon not so great because
Yeah.
the other one wasn't as dry and it had more of an apple flavor. Like this has more of a faint apple flavor and it's more of a,
Yeah.
you get that dryness, that white wine yeast.
So I don't know. Well, I think it'll still be good with the peach.
I mean, it's not horrible.
No.
It's not dragonberry. Come on.
No.
Guys, come on. But it's not as good as the noble cider was with Midori.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So set that aside. And then, oh, you can put that in the sink.
Can I? Thank
Yes,
you.
please. All right, so here we go.
Oh, it's all sticky.
Yeah.
Oopsie daisy.
All right, so here we go.
So, what shots have you been putting? How much?
Like
Full
half,
or halves?
between half and 3/4.
All right, so this one's going to be with the Deep Eddy cranberry vodka, which was a winner with the
Yeah.
noble cider.
But again, I really think the dryness of this.
Splash. A little bit more than that. That's enough. That's
Well,
good.
the first was a splash. It smells good, but I think the Deep Eddy cranberry it has a very strong smell.
Just dive in, as it says on the bottle. Peach is not liking this go around.
That needs something.
That's, everything.
Sip
It smells good. I like
it.
that cranberry smell.
it.
It reminds me of like cranberry Sprite or ginger ale.
Yeah. I might be able to add something to that to make that hit better.
It is good, but like Peach said, it's missing something. It's going to hit it with some lime, I suppose. The secret ingredient. That sounded like a lot of lime.
Alright, here we go.
Peach doesn't know how to, in moderation.
There we go.
Yeah. You know what? She's going to say it's great because she thought of it.
No,
She's not, even if it's bad, she's not going to tell you
Taste
the
it.
truth. Now it smells really limey, though.
Just taste it.
Too much lime.
Oh, I enjoy it like this.
Nope. That was too much lime.
Well,
So...
the cranberry, it needs... Maybe Jeff would like it with a little less lime. But I definitely think it needs something. If not the lime, then maybe a splash of sweet and sour mix. Something citrusy needs to go in there.
Like Sprite?
No, because Sprite's
We
too
get the lemon
sweet.
and the lime in the Sprite.
No,
so
but Sprite would be too sweet, and like with that, you'd want to just.
I
keep
didn't
it-
care for that with the lime. It was alright the way it was, not as good as the Noble Cider was with the cranberry.
Yeah.
I just feel like the 9-pin, I suppose, is too dry, and it doesn't mesh well with these other flavors, whereas the other one wasn't as dry, the Noble Cider. So we're doing the peach.
Now, like we said, this is our tried and true, like how
Yeah.
we have mimosas.
Normally when we do mimosas, it's champagne, orange juice,
peach
shot of a
whiskey.
peach whiskey.
Like there was one weekend, the weekend that the Crown Peach first came out, Jeff and I drank a whole bottle in a weekend.
Yeah, it was mostly in a day. Like that Sunday we cracked it and it was about empty by the end of the day.
Yeah.
So we're not going to make ourselves seem better when we say a weekend. It was kind of a day.
That's a win.
Oh.
But you really can't go wrong with
It
peach
smells
whiskey.
really good. Wow, you really can't go wrong. Everybody loves the Crown Royal Peach.
But
Bird
the
Dog
Bird
is
Dog just
cheaper
as good.
and is very delicious as
Yeah.
well. I think it's better. We haven't tried some of the other peach. There's a lot of peach whiskeys out there today.
Yeah.
So
Pretty much if Crown comes out with it, everyone else has it too. Ah, bitch.
Yeah, that is a win. That's a win.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I do like this. Maybe hit it with another splash of orange for you. There, try that now.
I don't think that's gonna.
Just try it.
Not gonna. Better, but not great.
So I definitely think the cranberry needs something with it to like, I don't know. They don't mesh well. They don't mesh as well as the other one.
They don't mesh well. So it's like a McDonald's thing. So 9-pin, really great as a straightforward mimosa. It really does well
With the peach,
because
really good.
It's dryness. Peat, regular mimosa, thumbs up. With the peach, thumbs up. Midori, kind of a thumbs down.
Mm-hmm.
Cranberry with
I'd say like middle of the road.
regular cranberry, this. Whatever Peach did to it, she probably thinks it's this.
Yeah.
I still think it's this. If not, maybe a little bit of that. With too much lime. The more orange juice, it kind of brings it up, but...
Yeah, so all of these, I definitely would say, like, it would be to your taste. Because, like we said, we do like the sweeter stuff, typically. And I do say typically a lot, because there are times when we have opened a dry cider and been like, wow, that's really good. But, again, all of this stuff is super sweet. So adding it to anything is definitely going to up the sweetness level, and also orange juice is sweet.
Yeah, and in a pinch, say, well, you should always explore ciders. If you want to make a mimosa and you have no champagne, a really dry cider does a really good job of taking the place of that champagne.
And I mean, if you don't have a super dry cider, you could also just do like an Angry Orchard.
A semi-dry. Well, that might make it a little bit sweeter, but you might like sweet.
If you like sweet, definitely try a sweet cider.
A really dry will take the place of champagne really well. Semi-dry, even to semi-sweet. If you don't want it too sweet, that'll all work and give it a nice apple flavor, as well as take the place of the champagne. And yeah, you can do that. I don't know. We've got another one coming up still, actually.
Yeah, so we're going to pause this. I'm going to clean the area up because it's very sticky.
So we've got one more with a noble cider, and I'm excited about this one.
So when we come back, everything will be different.
Yes, it'll all be different. And we're back.
Okay.
Magic.
Okay, so this go round, we have a noble cider, the Village Tart. It was cherry hard cider. When we drank this, I was slightly disappointed with it because I was hoping it was going to be a nice, like, tart cherry, because Village Tart, that's what I was thinking.
They have cool artwork on the cans.
Yes, I enjoy that too. And it goes along with their name, Noble. Like, it's all, like, nobility people.
6.4% alcohol in this. This one does have nutritional facts on it. Some of the cans do, some of them don't. 185 calories per can and 5 grams of sugar. So that's not a lot of sugar. And yeah, so apples, cherries, yeast, malic acid, and again, Noble Cider is out of Asheville, North Carolina, if we did not say that already. So what are we going to mix it with, Little Peach?
All right, so last summer I made this. If you have listened to our podcast or you watched a video, we just recently made a batch. This is Cherry Bounce. So if you see, like, put it up close so you can see the cherries swimming around in there.
See the cherries in there?
So these were made with sweet cherries.
Look at those cherries.
I'm going to give people seizures shaking it around like that.
Stop blinking lights.
This batch was made last year with Jack Daniels and sweet cherries. It turned out really good. We gave this out as Christmas gifts. We've given it to our friends. We brought it to barbecues. Everyone that's tried it has really liked it.
We made a chocolate-covered cherry boozy milkshake with it, with chocolate ice cream.
Yes, and we cut up the cherries, and I turned them into brownies.
That video is on YouTube for the milkshake, not the brownies, but the brownies were very delicious. We've got 3 other bottles of this sitting and getting ready to go.
Oh, yeah, 3.
3 of those, and we have 4 jars of this, but with peaches instead of cherries. So we're going to see how that goes. We only did that like 2 months ago, so it's still got some time left on it. You have to let them sit for at least 6 months to get the...
Oh, Yours got a piece of cherry in it.
Ooh, I get a piece of cherry. Now, that's the thing. The liquid, super cherry, super sweet, very smooth. The cherries, harsh as fuck. Yeah. They soaked up all the alcohol while giving their cherry flavor to the liquid. So if you eat one of those cherries out of there, holy Christ, it's strong. Yeah. It tastes a lot stronger than the actual alcohol content that's in it. Because the only alcohol content that's in there is from the whiskey. Mm-hmm. So what's that? It's like, what, 40% alcohol? Yeah. But it tastes a lot stronger than that because it's just pure alcohol. So, we're mixing a shot of the Cherry Bounce with the Village Tart Cherry Cider from Noble. And we're going to see how it goes. Looks like you got a little bit more than I did.
Oh, yeah.
Not a lot of it more. Sorry. I don't know what I got. I got less of the cider, actually. Yeah. So.
Well, you like it like that.
Do I?
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me how I like it. Cheers. Cheers. Smells good. Mm-hmm. Doesn't really mesh.
No. I think because they're different cherry flavors.
Yeah, so I think the cherries are not mixing well on this. So.
I mean, it doesn't taste bad.
No, but not what I was hoping for.
No.
I guess in my mind I was thinking of something else. I mean, it's not bad.
No. Like, this is definitely drinkable.
Yeah.
But, like...
I don't know. I don't know what I was hoping for. Or what I pictured or envisioned.
Yeah. See, that's one thing. Like, I love real cherries. Love real cherries. They're one of my favorite fruits. But cherry flavored stuff does not taste like real cherries. To me, cherry flavored stuff tastes like medicine. Like Robitussin, NyQuil, like red NyQuil. Like, that's just what cherry tastes like to me.
Now, we're trying to doing you a disservice by doing this because we did it because we thought it would be a cool idea. Mm-hmm. But this is probably not something you're going to be able to recreate unless you make the Cherry Bounce.
I will say, I found the Cherry Bounce recipe on TikTok.
You can make it. I don't know, we didn't do a video of the Bounce. We just did a video of the peaches.
Yeah. So Cherry Bounce is, you do, I think it's 2 cups of cherries, a cup of sugar, and then your whiskey of your alcohol of choice. I cut the sugar content in this in half. I only put half a cup, and I put in more cherries because I wanted like that real cherry flavor. I used Jack Daniel's because that's my favorite whiskey. The girl in the video, she used Bullet. Mm-hmm. Is that the name of it? Bullet. I did not realize how expensive Bullet was.
But we did use that with the peaches.
Yeah.
So if you go back and watch the video where we made the peach bounce, quote unquote, because I don't know what else to call it.
No, it was not the Bullet. Bullet was pricier than Jack Daniel's, which I was kind of surprised about. But it was, I didn't realize how expensive
Buffalo Trace and hard to find.
Yes, hard to find and expensive. I do want to try that just because I love the way it smells. I buy Jeff the Duke Cannon Buffalo Trace like beard and body wash set.
Well, it's beard oil, beard balm, and then soap.
And cologne, the
solid cologne.
Yeah, it smells so good, and you like it too. And I'm not mean; I don't make him wear stuff he doesn't like.
So yes, I like it too. But so we did the peach bounce with 4 different alcohols. Now you can go back and watch that video.
Grab one of them to show.
I'm going to grab one of you to show, but I'm not going to tell you what we did because you can go back and watch that video or listen to an episode. Take it all in. Like, right now, I'm going to grab a thing, but as I'm doing this, I'm like, hey, we're fun. But there's some videos I watch people and I'm like, they probably think they're fun, but they're really annoying. That might be us right now, but if you enjoy it, we appreciate you. I'm thinking in my own head, like, I'm probably being annoying right now, but you may think it's great.
While Jeff goes and gets the peach bounce, I'm going to do our plea where I beg you to subscribe and follow us on all of our social media. And first and foremost, we are a podcast. If you like our chemistry here and you think that we're funny or interesting, you should check out our podcast. We're Pumpkin and Peach Podcast, wherever podcasts are. Give me a second, because you're always right in my face when I'm talking. What?
Go ahead.
If you enjoyed this video, please, please, please like it. Comment down below what you liked. If you would be interested in trying it, if you have an idea for a cider cocktail, we'd love to hear it. And if you've ever had or made cherry bounce and how you make it, because I'd be interested to know. Because again, this was a TikTok recipe. So, okay, come back.
So here it is. These are the peaches in there. We got these peaches from the peach truck.
Oh, I do want to preface, our mason jars, my mason jars, they're pink. So that is, like, if you can see it, they are pink. They're like
It kind of distorts the color.
Yeah, they're...
These are pink? Are these
yes, they're all... I got another set.
all pink on the inside.
They're like the ball...
Balls to the wall.
The ball vintage ones.
Got that bit of cherry. Oof.
Strong.
I spit it back in. I'm going to have to eat it.
Do you want to show eating a cherry?
Sure, you can show them you eating a cherry.
You're eating one too. Give me a
Can I show them
Okay,
this?
yeah, show them the peaches.
So this is the peach. All these peaches in here. We got these peaches from the peach truck. If you don't know what the peach truck is, go back and watch our video of us going to the peach truck and picking up peaches. But the peach truck is they deliver peaches to different areas, and Kroger are a bunch of bastards by trying to copy their
fuck
format, and they actually use some of their promotional photos and Photoshop them to promote their.
Oh, I know what whiskey is in that one.
Yes, but this, we had labeled them on top.
Oh, now you know too.
If you pause it, maybe look real quick. So yes, and every once in a while you give them a shake. These have been in for about 2 months now. Mm-hmm. So every once in a while I go in there and I give them a little.
I am so excited, and again.
4 different alcohols. We got 4 different jars, 4 different alcohols of peaches in there right now.
We'll have to do a taste test when they're ready.
Yeah, so go and watch the video of us getting the peaches from the peach truck, and then also making the peach bounce, and then listen to our podcast because we're great. I'm just gonna. I don't know.
If you have Spotify and you listen to podcasts, please just go follow our podcast, because even though you might not listen to us, it really helps if we have followers
and
on
it makes
Spotify.
us feel good. We appreciate everybody we get. Every listen, every follower, every review, every follow on Instagram, every like on Facebook, every subscriber on YouTube. Do all of that and you'll just make our day. Even if you don't listen, but we know we're pretty entertaining, I think. And Peach thinks more than I do, because she was the reason that we started this whole thing, the podcast. She's like, I think we're pretty fun. I didn't really believe it. I don't think we're that fun.
I mean,
I'm trying to prolong this because I don't want to eat that cherry.
He's eating it. You can eat the smaller one.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
That's what she said. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense, but it does in this instance because she did say it. So, which one's the smaller one?
That one.
All right. So, this is what one of the cherries looks like.
It, like,
very dark.
Has no color.
It does have color. It's very dark.
Ooh.
Woo. So,
all right, cheers.
Here we go. Woo. 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 No, see, you don't want to eat those. Put them in brownies.
Ooh.
That's like straight. You don't even taste the cherry.
No, it's all Jack.
It's like no. It's like eating something that was soaked in rubbing alcohol.
Whew.
It's very strong. It tastes a lot stronger than it actually is alcohol-wise.
Yeah.
Can I have some of that?
It's not smooth. I mean, it's as smooth as Jack is. No, I mean.
But if you put those in brownies, good.
Oh, delicious. Boozy brownies.
The dark chocolate of the brownies cuts the harshness of the alcohol in the cherries.
Anything chocolate. We've done brownies. We've done a chocolate milkshake. I do want to try.
Works very well.
I want to get black cherry ice cream, because I think that would taste really good with these.
Yeah, we have a lot of plans for the peaches.
Yes.
So.
I'm going to make a boozy peach cobbler, boozy peach ice cream.
You have to want them coming back. We can't tell them everything.
All right, so we hope that you enjoyed this, and we hope we gave you some ideas.
Yeah, again, you probably can't recreate this one unless you go through the whole process and create your own cherry bounce. and then you'll have to wait 6 months and then try it.
But the thing is, I made my cherry bounce last weekend, like last year. So it was 1 weekend ago, a year ago. That's when I made this.
This is our last jar of this batch. So this is about a year old, this one.
So you could technically, if you see this video within like the next week, we're in, the second week of August. Yes. So I'd say if you made it before the last week of August, you could, in theory, still give this out as Christmas gifts. Because that was the whole point of making this, was I wanted to give it out as Christmas gifts.
And also make sure, when you have cherries in here, no matter how much liquid you take out, or how many cherries you take out, make sure the cherries are always covered. Because if they're not covered, once they're not covered, they're not being preserved. So the cherries will go bad if they're not submerged in the alcohol. Yeah. You always have to have your cherries below the liquid line. If there was more cherries in here and they were kind of up above the liquid, you'd have to take those out, use them, eat them, do something with them. All your cherries or your fruit need to be below and inside the alcohol.
You can also, in the same vein, you could make your own vanilla and give it out as a Christmas gift, and that's just vodka and vanilla beans. But I had my wonderful friend Amy down in Florida, who I went to visit recently, sent me like 20 of these. These are the shot glasses from Old Smoky, like the mini airplane bottles.
Little mini mason jars.
Yeah, and you can buy these on Amazon, which I did find out after, and they're not that expensive. So instead of making poor Amy drink all of these, or her family or whoever, I think I'd just do that next time, or ask the people that I gave them out to, like, hey, do you still have that? Give it back. They have little lids that go on, and we gave these out with a cute little tag. I don't think we have any left, because any that were left over from Christmas, I think Jeff took to the March Monster Mania.
Yeah, so all in all, with everything we just did between the mimosas and this, it was just some brainstorming. I know some people out there, they only create stuff where they're like, hey, I know this is going to be good, and then I present it to you. We were just brainstorming and experimenting right here in front of you, saying, hey, you know what, if you've got something, play around with it. You know, see what you can do with it. It might turn out good, it may not turn out good, but you never know what you might stumble into. Be like, you know what, that's my new thing. Yeah, that's my new thing.
We didn't know that we were going to like the peach whiskey and the mimosas. That was just a suggestion on the back of the box, and we tried it, and we love it.
We have no idea how this peach bounce is going to turn out, because we tried it with the cherries and we're like, well, why not with peaches? Yeah. Why not with different alcohols? So this is all a crapshoot. So we've got 4 jars of this in there with lots of peaches, lots of money spent on peaches and alcohol. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to say so, but it could all be a waste if it tastes horrible. Yeah. So we could be wasting all of that money on peaches and alcohol and jars.
But, like, okay, so when Cherry Bounce was made, there weren't liquor stores, because they say, like, this was, like, George Washington's favorite drink.
He loved himself some Cherry Bounce, apparently. He chopped down that cherry tree, and then he was like, I'm going to bounce this shit. Yeah,
so this was one of his favorites. And back then, could you go to the liquor store that's down the road and find cherry whiskey? No. Can you go to the liquor store now and find cherry whiskey? Yes. But is it cool that we made it homemade? Yeah, and it's a whiskey that I like, and Jack Daniel's does not make cherry whiskey. No. And I feel like anything cherry flavored in the store is going to taste like medicine, and this does not taste like medicine.
They go through the mass production, artificial flavors, trying to assimilate what they think the masses think cherry tastes like. It's your own time, money, and effort, but you know what's going into it.
And when I was making the cherry bounce, I was like tasting the cherries, and the cherries were good, and they were nice, like dark, sweet cherries. So this turned out really well, in my opinion. And again, everyone that we've given it to has been like, wow, that's really tasty. They've also said, holy shit, these cherries are strong as fuck.
Yeah. So when we give it out, we're kind of forcing people to eat the cherries right then and there, because if they're going to, we put like two cherries can fit in one of those small glasses. So I put 2 cherries in, cover it with liquid, but it's like, if you're going to drink the liquid right now, you got to eat those cherries, because if there's nothing preserving them or covering them, they're going to go bad. So
our suggestion is to eat the cherries first and then take the shot.
Chase it with the alcohol, the liquid.
All right, so we've got quite a few drinks that we need to finish up.
Yeah, we do.
We got to clean up. So
we got to clean up. let's show them a little sneak peek.
Oh. We recorded another video this morning.
And we went to Spirit Halloween, and we got something.
Well, I got something.
Show them what we got, little peach.
I have had my eye on this, I think, for 3 years. And I finally pulled the trigger, and I am so excited.
I love this as well. And again, I'm surprised that this is not branded. Because this is from Beetlejuice.
It's the Polaroid Lydia takes.
Yeah, this concept of Ghost with No Feet, because she's snapping the pictures. She thinks it's her parents in sheets until she looks at one of the Polaroids and sees there's no feet. That's how you know.
I am so thankful that there is not like Beetlejuice or I would just say Beetlejuice.
I don't even know how they get away with doing this without unless they don't know. I mean, it just says sign.
Because I don't think...
Who's it distributed by? Is it just Spirit Halloween? Yeah, SpiritHalloween.com, distributed by... this is their own thing, Spirit.
I think they get away with this because it is just a generic ghost, and there is nothing in the movie that actually says no feet.
Yeah, but we like this. We like that it's not branded. I saw this,
and I was like, oh my god, because Jeff and I have an equal hate of merchandise from movies that says the name of the movie.
We get it. That's how you make your money. You need trademarks. You need it branded. That's how people get paid. But for me, as a fan, I don't like that something says, Camp Crystal Lake and then, Friday the 13th right here. I want it to look like I just stepped out of that movie or that world and I bought this shirt at Camp Crystal Lake or whatever. I don't want it to say...
Can you show the door? Can you zoom in on the door? On our front door, we have the Friends picture frame, and then the doorbell, and it's just the yellow picture frame and the gold doorbell, and it has 0 branding on it. Where did I buy it? I bought it on Shein, and it was super cheap, and I'm not ashamed to say that because. Okay. So, I bought them on Shein, and I don't care because trying to find them anywhere else. The yellow picture frame literally says in purple Friends, and it's that's the most annoying thing. It's yes, I know it is because of Monica's door frame in Friends, and that's why I want it, but I don't want it to say Friends. And the key holder that I got Jeff, it's a chunk of a door and it says Red Rum, but it doesn't say The Shining anywhere on it.
I'm going to edit this so you don't know, but now I'm going to take you over and look at what she was just talking about. You'll never know. See? There's the Friends door frame and the bell. There's the Red Rum key holder. But nothing is branded. So, like this. This Shining keychain says room number 237, but on the other side, The Shining. So, that's what we're talking about like that. But, there you go. So we got drinks to finish. We've got cleaning up to do.
Yes.
We are going to a show tonight.
We're going to go see Save Ferris for our anniversary.
Broken Goblet Brewing over in Pennsylvania. So what the fuck is that?
Our next neighbor probably getting packages.
Oh, so we're going to do that.
Or my book.
Or my book.
Just got delivered.
So we're going to go do all that stuff now, and we're going to go.
All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we appreciate you being here. Bye!
See ya!